What's good? What's good? This your boy DJ Creed back with another video. Man, your boy Sauce Walker checks that Mexican OT for one, disrespecting black people, and two, speaking up on the N-word. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I got some strong thoughts, but I'm gonna play what led into this, then I'll play at the end. I'll play exactly what Sauce Walker said. So y'all stay tuned. Here we go.
You feel like you could say the N-word?
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I wish there was some black dudes in here.
There are. Right there.
And there's one right here. Not.
Okay, well, we're gonna use him. What the fuck are you gonna do about it, And then second of all, I grew up loving these. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with them. I grew up doing bad with them. I grew up loving with them. I got family. And it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody out black, I mean, it was. It's what the fuck I was surrounded by, Like, I respect people that they feel that way. And that's why I try to shut the fuck up about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from or anywhere, what the fuck you gonna do about it? It's like I done went to the jungle and earned the lion's head.
You feel like
I feel like a lot of people that are from Latino descent here in New York feel that same way. The Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans.
I mean, shit, y'all just, I mean, and not even trying to justify, but shit, y'all just got dropped off before us.
I feel like.
Alright, I'm gonna just say a couple of things right here. I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? Being that I do, full disclosure, I do have Mexican kids. In the South, it is a little different with dynamics between Mexicans and black people. They do stick together a little more, help each other out a little more. Now, there is racism with every race. But I think it's a little bit more different than like on the West Coast. On the West Coast, it's very bad. You know what I'm saying? Blacks and Mexicans, like, they at it. You know what I'm saying? But I think, does this give him a right to say the N-word? No. But am I going to go out my way to try to silence him if he says, if he's comfortable in that skin and comfortable with consequences that possibly may come with it? I'm good with it. Long as you, whoever you are, you comfortable with whatever consequences. Some people may not dig it. Some people may call you out. Some people may box you over. You just have to be that person to be like, this is what I signed up for. You know what I'm saying? So I 100% get it. Not saying it's right, but I 100% get it. You know what I mean? Again, this is coming from somebody who has half Mexican kids. So I already know what you got to go through, and I know what on the Mexican side go through. I know what the black side go through when you become family, when you become more than just, you know what I'm saying, like when the cultures merge and things like that. So I completely get it. But this is what Sauce Walker had to say, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I respect Sauce Walker like a mug, man. You gotta love Sauce Walker. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, man, say, man, kid that did Sauce Walker. I did an interview last night. Shout out to my boy, there's a project, he'll be dropping some. The subject in hand, Mexican OT. See, now, at first, when I was speaking on what I was speaking on, I was only talking about the shit on Say Cheese with the girl and all that on Say Cheese. My bro Denzel showed me the interview and showed me exactly verbatim what Mexican OT said on the interview on the podcast with all the women. OT be wrong, ho. I'm gonna tell you why you wrong, though, but I'm gonna tell you why you wrong, OT. And you got a black brother. That's what you partially was finna get into it, but you didn't want to get into it. Know what I'm saying? You got a whole 50% black brother, nigga, that's mixed, nigga, a real little nigga that's your brother, so you should feel 100%. He should feel what I'm saying. What about this part? I ain't with you about saying, can you say nigga because you grew up with us, went through all this with us, you love us, nigga, you been through everything that a nigga been through, so that's why you say you can say nigga. The problem and the issue is the fact when you say nigga in a room full of women, is there any black niggas in here? Is there any niggas in here? Well, if it is some niggas in here, what you gonna do about it? That's where you flip at, brother. That's where the disrespect is. Because, OT, you know, if you was in a room full of violent niggas from Houston, full of violent niggas, niggas like myself, TSF niggas, any niggas that's really from the H like that, and we was having that conversation and you said it in that way, y'all said, because who's going to do shit about it? Nigga, it would have been 6 niggas in a room raising their hands saying they want to fight you. You know that. You know how they get down in Houston. You a Texas Crip. If a nigga come up to you and say, Mexican OT, you ain't no Crip. And what you gonna do about it? Nigga, you gonna want to fight about that. There's niggas in the room gonna say, who ain't what squabble? And that's where the disrespect and the part is, OT. Because at the end of the day, nigga, you know there's nothing but women in that room. There's a bunch of girls in that room. It was a now violent street nigga that come from where you come from and been through what you've been through, or that's from somewhere else that's gonna disagree with you and with that statement to the point to where they'll fight you about that or they'll do something about that. So therefore, that's what people in the general public gonna take it like that's hoe shit, because you're doing something in the setting where people gonna consider it where it's safe to say that right then and right there. Would you possibly say that around a room full of a bunch? Oh, hey man, say man, kid that did Sauce Walker.
And I agree with him, man. I 100% agree with him, man. And you gotta love Sauce Walka for his honesty, his openness, his realness when it comes to things, man. He don't miss a beat. He don't miss a beat, man. And I'm glad it's still dudes out there like that talk like this, that act like this. Now he was okay, kind of with OT saying the N-word, but he was like, yo, bro, why would you want to do that, say that stuff, talk like that in front of women? If it was real street dudes, you wouldn't even be on that type of time. And I agree. And this is the type of knowledge that young black entrepreneurs and also hustlers and all that need to do. Y'all need to start checking these dudes when they get out of line. You know what I'm saying? And again, OT probably been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? He been in streets and all that, had to do what he had to do, grew up with black people. But man, you still got to respect all black people, whether it's, the nerds, whether it's the street dudes or our women. And it seems like he had very little respect at that point in time, considering that, like Sauce Walker said, you have a brother who's half black. So, that should make him even more respect the culture. Sometimes it don't. Sometimes people just don't respect another person's culture, and that's fine too. But at the very least, Sauce Walka is out here like saying what he got to say. You know what I'm saying? And it makes sense. It makes sense. He's not falling off. He's not saying nothing stupid. He's saying realness. And I just think, it's about time. It's about time, man. Let's be respectful of each other, man. Let's not make this a race thing so much, man. It's gonna be a race thing, but even with race, man, let's respect each other and respect women, respect the men that's in these cultures, man, pushing things forward. And I'm sure as many people that you had to root against, you had people helping you out. So just recognize that, your situation, you probably well protected by black people, but at the same time, don't disrespect the black people that helped you get you to where you at, because you are rapping. You know what I'm saying? Rapping is a black hip hop, black culture thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's inviting, especially people who want to be a part of the culture and who identify as being a part of the culture. But man, put some respect on my name and hip hop's name and black people's name. And don't say the N-word. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. More content is on the way. Peace.